Hey there, you made it. Congratulations. This is a wrap on DigiPres 2021. This is it. So let me start by saying my name is Jessica C. Neal. I go by Jess, and I am the vice chair of this year's Digital Preservation Conference. I'm also the Sterling A. Brown archivist at Williams College. Let me kick things off by saying we've had an amazing day of conferencing. And I want to wrap up by thanking everyone involved, from planners to conference goers, for making today possible. I also want to let you know that despite my background, I'm actually reporting live from atop the St. Louis Arch, where the Wi-Fi is limited, but the views are beautiful. I'm just kidding. I'm actually connecting with you from my living room on this very gray and rainy day. As we all continue to define our new normal, both personally and collectively, it's not lost on me that you could have been at any virtual conference in the world, but you're here joining me in the final session of DigiPres 2021, and I appreciate that. Before we get too far ahead, I also want to acknowledge that I'm currently connecting with you and residing on the historic homelands of the Mohicans, the first to occupy this land, develop this land, cultivate this land, love this land. Today, the Mohicans are a federally recognized tribe in Wisconsin, having been removed from Stockbridge to New York in 1785 and from New York to Wisconsin in the 1820s. I also want to share that land acknowledgements alone are not enough. They are a starting point. So ask yourself, how do I plan to take action to support Indigenous communities? Some of that action may look like supporting Indigenous organizations by donating your time, your money, or your resources, supporting Indigenous-led grassroots change movements and campaigns, and encouraging others to do so, exploring opportunities to partner with local, state, and federal governments who are committed to returning land. And finally, as November is Native American Heritage Month, I invite you to check out any or all of the wonderful podcasts celebrating the cultures, traditions, and histories of Native people that you see in the slides before you. And now it's time to give thanks. I'd like to start by thanking our lovely keynote speaker, Dr. Tanya Sutherland, and her timely talk on living and dying in digital culture. Dr. Sutherland is a true force within our profession, and we are so happy she had the time and capacity to be this year's keynote. Our conference was made better by her presence. Thank you, Dr. Sutherland. For nearly 8 months or so, I've had the pleasure of working alongside all of my creative, talented, and dedicated colleagues on the organizing committee. Thank you all for your time, your ideas, your hard work, and the occasional pet update. I would also like to send a big thanks to the Council on Library and Information Resources and Digital Library Federation. We are appreciative of your support and your staff. We are also extremely grateful for the continuous support offered by Aaliyah Rake. Aaliyah works closely with NDSA to ensure that DigiPres is a success. We could not have a better collaborator and thought partner. Thank you, Aaliyah. Finally, I want to thank Trisha Patterson, the chair of DigiPres 2021. Last year, as we all frantically adjusted into the world we know today, we didn't know, or at least hoped we wouldn't still be here. As chair, Trisha remained focused on the vision, was flexible as the opportunity for us to convene in person dwindled, was a present and constant resource to every phase of planning, and did this all with grace and compassion. Big thanks to you, Trisha. When I say sponsor, you say ship, sponsor, sponsor. To our sponsors, we're grateful for your support. We literally could not have done this without you. Thank you for making this year's convening possible. We appreciate all the effort and resources that have been poured into this year's conference. To conference goers, please do explore the offerings of our sponsors to identify services that could possibly assist in meeting your institutional or organizational needs. That was a really solid effort to do like the Rocky theme song. Anyway, NDSA members, you know who you are. Thank you to our entire member base. We couldn't be who we are without you. Your creativity, collaboration, and commitment to NDSA keeps us moving forward. Thank you to the coordinating committee, interest groups, and working groups. I see your hard work. I see you training in the gym. You are appreciated. Big thank you to those of you who are in attendance today who are not currently members of NDSA. I'd like to think of you as our future members, so I look forward to working with you in the future. And as you consider the right time for your organization to join NDSA, do remember that membership is free. I hope this year's conference has inspired you to come and join and bring your perspectives and ideas to the important work and conversation of digital preservation. If I may, I'd like to have some real talk with you. It's been a year, actually almost 2 years, since we've had to adjust to this new world that we live in today. Days, weeks, and months have become a blur for some of us, and one big Zoom call for most of us. We've had to totally rearrange some aspects of our personal lives while learning new ways to approach our professional lives. Every part of our lives now exists within a delicate balance. And that is a quote from Lion King. But seriously, we've all been thinking about and or contributing to strategies and opportunities that promote collaboration and dismantle digital stewardship silos, that balance innovation with long-term planning and maintenance. We've also been dedicated to identifying barriers and risks that are inherent in preserving digitality, while also, hopefully, doing a critical examination of our digital existence and how that impacts the world and our work. That sounds familiar. This is this year's conference theme, embracing digitality. In these seemingly interminable times, we've all put forth our best effort to embrace digitality. And though not without challenge, the successes of these efforts are clear. So I'll leave you with another piece from this year's theme. As we continue to embrace digitality, where do we go from here? And who are we going with? Finally, be on the lookout for the NDSA post-conference survey. We would love your participation in this survey. Your feedback informs us on how we could plan future programs, so your opinion is valuable. The survey will be emailed to all registered attendees. Until next time, take care. See you next year. Neal, out. You know how you get to like the end of a DVD or movie and there's bloopers or you can see the director's cut? Well, this is that. It's a little bonus footage. So the world is freaking weird. We don't know when this will end. We're all just trying to do our best. So I want to end on a little song. It's important to note I cannot sing, but I've always loved this song. I enjoy Green Day. Most of you might know it. So here we go. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. I really do hope you enjoyed this year's conference. See you next year.